Imagine starting the new year by jumping off chairs in Denmark, burning effigies in Ecuador, or even tossing furniture out the window in South Africa. Fascinating, isn't it? As we prepare to bid farewell to 2023, let's explore some of the most intriguing New Year traditions from around the globe. These surprising customs add a unique touch to the celebrations, making the arrival of a new year even more special. Before we delve into this fascinating universe, if you're not already subscribed, take this moment to join our community. We kick off our journey in Spain, where the tradition is to eat 12 grapes at midnight. Picture this. As the clock strikes 12, Spaniards everywhere take a grape with each bell toll, wishing for a month of good luck with each fruit they consume. This practice, known as Las 12 uvas de la suerte, or the 12 grapes of luck, dates back to the late 19th century. It's believed that this custom started as a way for grape growers to sell surplus grapes. Today, it's a cherished tradition that brings families and friends together, uniting the entire nation in a simultaneous, grape-filled countdown. The challenge lies in managing to eat all 12 grapes within the 12 seconds of the chimes. It's a fun, frantic way to welcome the new year, filled with laughter and good-natured competition. Each grape represents a month of the year, but can everyone manage to swallow one with each chime? Now, let's fly to Ecuador, where people burn papier-mâché dolls at midnight. This tradition is known as Ano Viejo, or Old Year. It's a symbolic act, where Ecuadorians craft dolls that represent the past year. These dolls, often made to resemble notable figures or events from the year gone by, can be seen on every street corner as the new year approaches. Then, as the clock strikes midnight, these dolls, these effigies of the old year, are set alight. This act of burning isn't just for spectacle, it's steeped in symbolism. It represents the cleansing of the past year's misfortunes and hardships, a purging of the old to make way for the new. It's a fiery farewell to the past, a cathartic release that paves the way for a fresh start. So if you were to adopt this tradition, who or what would you burn to leave the past year behind? In Denmark, the tradition is to climb on chairs and jump at midnight to ward off evil spirits. It's an exhilarating way to ring in the new year, isn't it? This Danish tradition, known as stallhop, is believed to bring good luck and ward off misfortune. As the clock strikes 12, Danes young and old clamber onto chairs, couches, or any elevated surface they can find. The purpose? To literally jump into the new year, leaving behind any bad luck or negative energies. The higher the jump, the more potent the charm, some believe. It's a tradition steeped in superstition, yes, but it's also a fun, communal activity that brings families and friends together. So, as the old year wanes and a new one dawns, the Danes leap, laugh, and cheer, embracing the future with open arms and uplifted spirits. Would you take that leap to ensure luck in the new year? We travel now to Scotland, where Hogmanay is celebrated with first footing. In this vibrant tradition, the Scots bid farewell to the old year, and welcome the new with great fanfare and merriment. Hogmanay is the Scots word for the last day of the year, and is synonymous with the celebration of the new year in the Scottish manner. The custom of first footing is an integral part of this celebration. As the clock strikes midnight, all eyes are on the door, eagerly awaiting the arrival of the first footer, the first person to cross the threshold in the new year. It's considered especially lucky if the first footer is a tall, dark-haired man. The first footer brings with them symbolic gifts, including coal for warmth, a loaf for food, and whiskey for good cheer, symbolizing the hopes for a year of plenty and prosperity. So tell me, what gift would you bring to ensure prosperity? In the Philippines, jumping high at midnight symbolizes growth in height and social standing. Imagine that. As the clock strikes 12, children and adults alike spring into the air, hoping to attract a little extra growth or social elevation for the coming year. This isn't just a spur-of-the-moment leap either. Many Filipinos prepare by crouching down low, ready to spring up with all their might when the new year dawns. It's a joyful, energetic tradition filled with laughter and shouts of "Happy New Year" as everyone takes their leap of faith. But it also carries a deeper symbolism. It's a reminder that we all have the capacity to grow, to reach new heights, to strive for more in the year ahead. It's a lesson in resilience, a celebration of possibility. So, as the new year approaches, ask yourself, would you take a leap to gain these symbolic benefits? In Japan, ringing temple bells 108 times at midnight purifies the soul. This ritual, known as Joya no Kane, is deeply embedded in Japanese culture and marks the transition from the old year to the new. The 108 rings represent the number of worldly desires, or bano, that humans are believed to suffer from, according to Buddhist teachings. As the bell tolls, each ring symbolically cleanses the listener of these earthly temptations, making way for a purified start. The ritual is not just about purification though, it's also a time of reflection, an opportunity to acknowledge past missteps and aspire for personal betterment. Imagine standing in the cool, crisp air of a Japanese night, each toll resonating deep within, the vibrations cleansing your soul, one earthly desire at a time. A profound experience, isn't it? What sins would you like to purify for the new year? In South Africa, old furniture is thrown out the windows, symbolizing a fresh start. Now that sounds like a cathartic way to welcome the new year, doesn't it? This unusual tradition is all about letting go of the old and making room for the new. As the clock strikes midnight, South Africans hurl unwanted furniture pieces out of their windows. The practice is not just about physical decluttering, but also about releasing emotional baggage, negative experiences, and anything that might have been holding them back in the past year. The sight of old unloved furniture tumbling out into the streets signifies a collective intention to embrace new beginnings. So, as we prepare to usher in the year 2024, it's worth pondering over this South African tradition. Think about it. What piece of furniture would you bid farewell to start 2024 on the right foot? We've arrived in Brazil, where jumping 7 waves at midnight brings good luck. This tradition, deeply rooted in the Brazilian culture, is observed on the coastal regions of the country. As the clock strikes midnight, celebrants make their way to the beach, with the goal of jumping over 7 waves while making 7 wishes, one for each wave. It's a captivating sight to behold. This tradition is believed to have its roots in Afro-Brazilian religious beliefs, specifically in the worship of Yemanja, the goddess of the sea. By jumping the waves, celebrants are said to be paying tribute to her, seeking blessings for the upcoming year. Whether it's for love, health, prosperity, or simply peace, each wave jumped and each wish made carries its own unique hope for the new year. It's a beautiful blend of culture, faith, and the universal desire for a fresh start. Have you adopted this tradition? Incredible, isn't it? Before we wrap up, we want to know, which of these traditions do you find most curious or would adopt for your New Year's? From Spain's lucky grapes to Ecuador's old year dolls, Denmark's chair jumping, Scotland's first footing, Philippines' high jump, Japan's temple bells, South Africa's furniture tossing, and finally, Brazil's wave jumping, we've journeyed through an array of unique traditions that make the world's New Year celebrations so diverse. As we approach the dawn of the new year, perhaps you might consider incorporating some of these traditions into your own celebration. Whether it's for the fun, the symbolism, or simply the joy of experiencing different cultures, these traditions offer a unique way to usher in a brand new year. So, why not give one a try? And as you prepare for the festivities, remember to hit the subscribe button, like, and share this video with your friends. See you in the next video. Until then, farewell and have an amazing new year, everyone.